SoFi is crashing. Holy cow. Down almost 10% on Friday. Just on Friday alone. Now, if you are a SoFi bro, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but I have been screaming for a minute. SoFi is in a stage 4 downtrend. In a stage 4 downtrend. Receipts are all over YouTube. Now, I am a professional investor. I am competing in the US Investing Championship. I'm currently ranked 27th in my division. I've made $4 in the market so far, is what I like to say. And I'm trying to help you. But if you are still a SoFi bro, holding on to a stock like this, holding on to dead weight like this, I got news for you. One of my very favorite sayings of all time. Put this on my tombstone. All stocks are bad, but every once in a while they act right. SoFi is a bad stock, but it's the future of finance. You don't get it. If you only had more hair on your head instead of that 41%, you would be smarter and understand how this is the future of finance, and all financial banks in the history of time are going to merge into SoFi because it's the greatest thing ever since the history of time. Don't you get it, you boomer? Oh, now's a great time to buy more. Double up, baby, because when it rips, you're gonna regret not having bought more. That's the reality of a lot of people, unfortunately. Now, let's talk about this. What I want to show you is the market cycle. Let me go over here, outlier trading plan. And I'm going to share with you what the market cycle is, how you could have avoided this, and how you could have been buying puts instead of holding on to the stock like a lot of our outliers were talking about how they did that. Here we go. So stage 1, consolidation. Stage 2, the big, beautiful uptrend. SoFi had that, okay? SoFi absolutely had that. I absolutely had that. Absolutely had that. Stage 3 is the topping pattern where the moving averages cross over. Stage 4 is the big, nasty, scary decline. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is SoFi? Where is it? You put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Where is SoFi? What stage is it in? Chris made me sell my SoFi. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you liked it at 30, you're going to love it at 18. You're going to love it at 18. This is clearly in a stage 4 downtrend. Now, you might be the guy who says, well, it's okay, I'm just going to buy the dip because when it does go back up, I'll get more. The problem with that is that if you bought it here, thinking that was the dip at $23, whew, I got news for you. You're now down 26%. Okay. If you bought it here at $20, thinking that was it, got news for you. Still down 13%. And let's say, just for funsies, you happen to buy in the exact bottom and it's $17.50. There you go. There's your 3 buy points. Imagine if SoFi actually does bottom right here. Imagine. And it comes back up, rips higher to the moon, baby, right? Your average price here, here, here is mathematically the exact same if your average price was here, here, and here. No, Chris. No. Okay. Let me show you how math works here real quick. No, I don't want to save this. I don't want to update my Steam Deck right now either. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, let's take a look at this. Right. Imagine you bought it at $23.80. We'll just use 100 shares, right? 100 shares at $23.80. 100 shares at $20.21. 100 shares at $17.53. Okay. So you have some. You have this is going to be some product. That'll blow your minds over there. Divided by this. Finance bro. There you go. Your average price is $20.51. Your average price is $20.51. Now, I wonder what would happen. Yeah, exactly. I wonder what would happen. Undo. I wonder what would happen if you bought 100 shares at $17.53 here, at $20.21 here, and $23.80 here. But you would still have 300 shares, and your average price would be, oh, the exact same. The exact same. So rather than trying to find where the bottom is, let the bottom and then buy it on the way up. And then here's the best part. You ready? The bestest partist. The mostest, bestest partist. If you're buying it here as it's going back up, come on, clickies. You're up 36%. You, the smart investor, who's going to use the outlier trend template, which I'll show you in just a second, you're up 36%, where this joker is just to break even. This is how investing, correct investing, profitable investing is done. Buy the rip because you don't know how high it's going to rip. Don't buy the dip because you don't know how far it's going to dip. Case in point, SoFi. Here you go. And you do not have an excuse anymore of averaging down. Because if you average up at the exact same spots, mathematically speaking, your average price is exactly the same, but you're to profitability that much faster. If you like that, put hashtag outlier in the chat. If you like that, put hashtag outlier in the chat. Now, what is the outlier trend template? I'm going to make it really simple for you, right? First, use the 10-period moving average, the 10 EMA. When the 10 EMA is over the 20 EMA, that is a bullish trend. This is your short term and this is your intermediate term. Trying to do this at like elementary grade school level. And then you add in your chart the 50 EMA, right? So when the 10 is over the 20 and price is over the 50, that is a bullish trend. When the 10 is over the 20, price over the 50, that is a bullish trend. When the 10 is under the 20 and price is under the 50, that is a bearish trend. Look at that. The 10, I specifically, when we made this, had it be the same colors as my charts. I'm just saying. Specifically, the 10 over 20, price over 50 is a bullish trend. It's a mathematical certainty. It is going up at that point. You cannot argue with it because it is math. Unarguable. Next, when the moving averages start crossing over, that is your red light to say something is not right. And then when they cross under, that could be the beginning of a big, scary, nasty downtrend. Now, I can tell you exactly direction, but I cannot tell you magnitude and I cannot tell you duration. But every time it makes a big, beautiful move up like this, every time, a big, beautiful move like this starts with a 10 over 20, price over 50. Every time, hands down. Every time the stock falls, the 10 goes over the 20, price goes under the 50. 10 goes under 20, price goes under 50. Every time. Because it's just math. But sometimes you make a buck or lose a buck, right? Several examples back here. Okay. Sometimes you make a buck or lose a buck. But every trend, a big trend or a small trend, starts the exact same way with a 10 over 20, price over 50. Now, you've got that in your toolbox. And if you're a SoFi investor, hopefully this is helping you. And listen, I'm not the only one who says this. I've actually worked with 5 market wizards, and one of them, Jason Shapiro, put out a video. Now, I don't know how this video is going to go. This could be a total train wreck because I'm gonna preface this and say, when I worked with Jason Shapiro, he wasn't a big believer in this. In fact, he was a big contrarian trader. He would be like, well, SoFi is down, so I'm going to buy it. Everybody has their own style, right? I'm not going to say he's right or wrong because he's a market wizard. But it's certainly a lot harder to buy stocks and make money while they're crashing down versus buying stocks and make money as they're crashing up. Okay, so let's watch this together. Again, this is from a market wizard, the Crowded Market Report, how and why technical analysis works. I actually really want to hear this.
Hello, it's Sunday, the 21st of February, 2026. I'm Jason Shapiro.
And by the way, this is his vibe. This is his vibe.
CrowdedMarket.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about why technical analysis works. And a lot of people have hated on me because I have made videos before talking about why I think technical analysis is garbage. And
there you go. Like I said,
I think that the only people that get rich off of technical analysis are the ones that sell technical analysis courses, which is an old sort of saying. But today I'm going to talk about why and how technical analysis can and does work. Right? And the reason is, in my view, because anything can work if you follow the simple rules of don't fight the tape, right? Watch your risk, use stop losses. So the great thing about technical analysis, when done correctly, is it will help you do these things. Because let's take a moving average. 200-day moving average is a very popular thing, right? Well, if you'll only buy things that are breaking above the 200-day moving average, then you are by definition not fighting the tape. That's an up market most of the time. And you're buying an up market. So you're going with what the tape is saying. That's what we want to be doing. And if you
No, there you go. You want to be buying strength. You want it to go up. There's a question. When am I going to interview this guy? In fact, I've already done it. Go over to my channel. Go to the playlists. Go over the playlists on my channel. And you're going to see a Market Wizards playlist. Go into the full playlist and you'll see me and Jason Shapiro right there. Like literally us just hanging out, learning from each other. Well, basically me learning from him. He didn't learn anything from me, obviously. He learned how not to trade from me. That's for dang sure. Anyways, I've done it. More than welcome to go watch that after this. Please do.
You have some, draw some lines, support lines or whatever they call them, and the market breaks below that support line, and therefore you're getting out of the trade. Well, that's good risk management, right? So anything that helps you with risk management is good. You're cutting loss there, whether it's for this reason, that reason, the other reason, doesn't matter. But in this case, technical analysis, okay, it's breaking below a support line. So you're getting out. Okay, good. Do it, right? The key to this stuff is not so much how you're doing it, the fact that you do it, that you use your discipline to.
What did you just say? Like come up with a plan and then follow that plan with discipline? Huh. What does it mean when people talk about the tape? Talk about price, right? Talking about price. Tape can mean different things to different people. Forte, the interview we just did with him, you can watch that in our Champion Traders playlist, pushing all the playlists today. Forte actually trades based on like the order flow, right? So I don't know if Tradier shows it anywhere. A lot of brokers have different integrations that'll actually show you how many are getting bought at what price, right? So for example, Tesla right here, 480, 481, whatever, like these tiny differences here. A lot of them will say, okay, well, it's 300 by 100, 500 by 1,000, whatever the case is, right? That's what some people can mean by reading the tape. To me, it's just looking at price. It's just looking at price. But yeah, back in the day, it was literally a quote machine that was coming out with like a receipt, basically a receipt. That's what they mean.
To do it. That's the key to these things, right? And it's funny because if you look at trend following returns, which is a technical analysis thing, right? A trend following is technical analysis. And you look at global macro returns, which is supposed to be, these geniuses that sit around and understand the economics of all the world and the different countries, and they're putting on trades for that. Those returns end up looking very, very similar. And why is that? Because they're using a similar discipline. They are buying things that are going their way, and they're getting out of things that are going against them. So it doesn't matter whether you call it technical analysis, fundamental analysis, the return stream looks the same. And that's the key to anything. I always say, I don't care if you flip a coin and say something's going up or down. Don't put on any trade until the market's agreeing with you. Now, I think that
Did you hear what he just said? Don't put on any trade until the market is agreeing with you. Right? Let's pop into outlier, right? The market has a buy signal. Cool. But what about the rest of it, right? Let's go to Airbnb. One of the buy signals that came through today, right? The market may have a buy signal, but the market is not really agreeing with you because we're in a downtrend. But no, we're not, Chris. We're at new all-time highs. We can be at new all-time highs and still have the 10 under 20 price under 50, which has been bouncing back and forth several times. Is this a stage 3 topping pattern? It is. It really is. Does that mean it's going to go down? I don't know. And I'm not going to claim that I am. I'm not going to claim that I do know. The moving averages have been crossing over, and it has been sideways since October. We're crashing down to levels that were the exact same on October 27th. This has been a very frustrating market, okay? Now, back over to Airbnb. The signal may be a buy, but as of right now, the trend is still down. And breadth is weak. Breadth is weak, meaning we're getting more sell signals than buy signals. More sell signals than buy signals right here. I actually made this indicator. Very proud of that. This is the one contribution I've made into the platform. So we're getting more sell signals than buy signals, which is obviously not going to help the market, right? You can take a look at the market map today. You can take a look at the market map over the last week. Right? Pretty mixed. pretty mixed. So if the market's not agreeing with you, you can't force the market. You can't tell the market when you're going to get paid. But it makes life so much easier if you just go with the market. 40% of the move of every stock is due to the market, 30% due to the sector that it's in, and 30% due to the stock itself. Right? This is all done automatically for you inside of Outlier. 82 cents a day. That's it. All this is done automatically for you. So you can at a glance see, is the market working? Is the sector working? Is the stock working? And this one, for example, is 5 of 9. It's not working. You can still take these opportunities. You can still take these buy signals, but you've got a lot of headwinds for you. And for me, being a professional investor, understand that there are times to be aggressive and there are also times to be defensive. And right now, it's not an aggressive time in the market.
An important addition to your technical analysis, let's say you're trading breakouts, which is a pretty well-known and popular technical analysis process, is this. If a market is breaking out because there's some kind of, super positive news out there, okay, do you want to go with that? Maybe. But what about a market that's breaking out in a similar fashion on what isn't positive news? See, I would rather go with that one. Because the thing about the positive news thing is you're bringing in a bunch of sort of chasers, which are essentially weak money, right? If you think you're going to sit here and you're going to buy good news all the time and short bad news all the time, and you think that's going to make money, think about how easy that would be to do. And we know damn well that it's not easy to make money doing that. So, buying breakouts on good news, bringing a bunch of weak money that are almost destined to get stopped out, right? Whereas, and we see this all the time, we saw with Palantir, the news comes out great, the earnings come out great, the stock fails because you had all these.
Let's go to Palantir. Actually, let's go to it in Outlier because I want to see the buy and sell signals here, PLTR. Because I know Palantir has been sitting on a sell signal for a hot minute. Yeah, the sell signal has been in place since January 2nd. Now, let's go measure that. January 2nd, Palantir dropped by 30% at one point. Now it's dropped by only 25%. Oh, man. Now, you can spend hours looking for charts like this, or you can just let Outlier tell you when the sell signal comes or when the buy signal comes, right? 82 cents a day, and you got it. Makes it super simple. Let's keep going.
These chasers, and it fails, and then they sit on it because they don't want to take their loss, and it keeps going against them, and eventually they freak out and they sell, and of course that's when we want to buy it. But you buy something that breaks out on not good news, you're not really attracting all that chasing money, all that weak hand money. So I think that the chances of that continuing is much greater. So I know the pure technical analysis, like they say, I don't look at news, I don't look at this, I don't look at.
That's me. I don't look at any news.
That I just look at the chart. Okay, good. But I would say with a lot of confidence that there's a difference there. Why is it breaking out? And I would much rather buy something that's breaking out on no news than is breaking out on super positive news. I think that will help you immensely in your quest.
Now, that's actually a great point. One of the things that we recently added into Outlier, if you come over here, is the sentiment tab. And this will actually show you news. I'm really excited about this. So the green line is positive news, the yellow line is neutral news, and the red line is negative news, okay? Now, why am I so excited about this? Because to the exact point that he just said, I never look at news, period, full stop. I don't care about news. However, one of the things that we're going to be doing is moving this chart in line and with the price chart and the fear and greed chart and the everything else chart. And then we can see, wait a minute, this big news spike, this big positive news spike on February 3rd is right here. Huh. All right. Interesting. Maybe in an uptrend, seeing a big news spike like that, followed with a buy signal, could be a great launching point. Clearly it wasn't here, but that's what we're going to test. That's what we're going to make a trading plan around. So I'm actually really, really stoked about that. Outlier is getting better and better all the time. You know what else is getting better and better all the time? You putting hashtag outlier in the chat right now. Very, very, very smooth transition right there. I know. Because we are going to be giving away merch here in just a second. We do have a little bit of business we need to do today. We do have some trading we need to do today. Can you believe it? I have not traded, like the entirety of February. Let's go over here. So this is the US investing trading account. When's the last time I made any trades? You have to like filter it by day. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like you do. Anyway, I couldn't tell you the last time I traded. It's been a minute. Actually, I can tell you. If you go down below, you can get access to my trading plan and my my trading spreadsheet, and it'll tell you exactly last time I traded. It was when I got out of SPXL on February 5th and got into SGov with the full portfolio. That's all I did this month. That's all I did this month. Is that a problem? No, that's part of my trading plan. In fact, let me show you the entire plan. Welcome to the OVTLYR Trading Room, invitation only US Investing Championship live stream. Now, this is where we help you save time, make money, and start with less risk. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're watching the replay, I am going to start asking for you to like and hype the video. Hang on. Here, I have a graphic for this. Like and hype the video. We are finding that hyped videos make a huge difference in the algorithm. So do me a favor, subscribe if you haven't already, and then hit the like and hype button after that. So we have 3 plans. Plan M, our most profitable, most aggressive plan. Plan ETF, which is our plan where we try and take advantage of the market moves when nothing else is happening. And then plan sit and cash and don't F up. This is where we go when neither of these are happening. And the entire month of February, I've been in plan sit and cash and don't F up. Have I made the most gains ever? No, but I have protected my portfolio. Now today, that the time we're recording this is the last trading day of February. So I am actually going to roll out of SGov, sell all holdings on the last calendar trading day of the month, and I'm going to repurchase it the first trading calendar day of the month. It eliminates any potential market risk. Okay, so what is SGov? SGov is the ultra short-term U.S. Treasury bonds. Okay? And bond prices do change. Bond yields do change. Okay, you can zoom out and you can actually see over time this growing. And if you look just a little bit, you can see it's starting to shrink. So we're removing any sort of market risk because on a daily basis, it goes up. Basically, you're getting paid daily interest. Now, this is the one stock that you absolutely can buy the bottom and sell the top. And I'm going to do it right now. And then I'm going to get back in a couple of days. Why do I do that? A, you're going to get paid the amount of the dividend by holding it into the next month. That's why it goes down like it does. That's the amount of the dividend. But if you sell out and get back in, you actually get it sooner because it's going to take 5 to 7 days for that cash to show up into your account. It's going to take 5 to 7 days for that cash to actually show up into your account. So you've already taken advantage of it going back up before the other person gets the chance to buy that extra shares. So that's why we do it this way. So let me go do that real quick. Like I say, this is in the US Investing Championship. This is exactly the trades that I'm putting on trade. I'm not going to close at market anymore. So I have an order to close at 165. It's not been filled yet. So I come over here, modify the order to 164, replace, filled, 105 or 501 shares for $100.64. I'm going to do the same in my family account. Should just take me a second here because it's like the easiest thing ever. So I manage 3 funds. The Outlier fund is 1. And then I manage my own. And then I manage my family account, which hadn't had much to do this month. But at the same time, okay, so I'm done with the family accounts over there. But at the same time, I managed to make a couple bucks. in the meantime. So that is the entirety of the trading for today. We already talked about how important it is to go with the trend following the 10, 20, 50. And we heard from a market wizard who agrees, right? Who agrees. Now, is every trade going to work out like that? No, of course not. But if you put #outlier in the chat, you just very well might win some Outlier merch because we're going to give away some merch like now. We're going to give away some merch like right now. Let me go over to the merch wheel. You know what? No. Today is the get anything you want wheel. I'm not even going to spin the wheel. If your name is pulled, and I'm only going to do 3, and then I'm going to do 2 from our weekly winner circle over here. If your name is pulled, you get anything you want in the shop, So let's watch a couple of these videos real quick. A couple of video testimonials. We do want to bribe you. Very honest. We do want to bribe you with video testimonials. So everything in our merch shop is priced at the absolute lowest price possible. And if you send us a video testimonial like these 3 gentlemen have, we will give you a $10 merch credit for anything you want in the store. Let's watch this first video from Amon. I'm going to assume it's Amon, but we'll go with Amon or Amon. Here we go. Load it in. Let's watch this video.
Greetings from Estonia.
Yo, from Estonia. How cool is that?
I'm walking here on this frozen river, and I wanted to thank Christopher Liul and the OVTLYR team for teaching us all the trading secrets. Repeating it day after day starts to sink in, because I started like a year ago and managed to blow up my account, well, half of my account. But now, during the last 3 months, I'm up 50%.
Yo, that's awesome.
And hopefully this trend will continue. So, thank you. And thank you for retelling the same stories all over every day. Hopefully it starts sinking in. Thank you.
That is awesome. Thank you, Amon. Hey, everybody pay respects to Amon. AMMON in the chat. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for sending that in. I love to hear it. And there was a question in the chat. I want to address this real quick. If you join OVTLYR and you jump in the Discord, I will never, ever, ever send you a DM. It's so annoying. Discord will not help us whatsoever. So we do not send any DMs. In fact, if you look up my username, you'll see Chris OVTLYR. I will never send you DMs. Everybody on the OVTLYR team has the exact same. I will never send you DMs going on in their name. So hopefully, if you see that in the future and somebody sends you a DM, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. Chris doesn't send DMs. There you go. Hope that was useful. Hey, we got another video testimonial from Ross the Boss. He sent one last week. He sent another one this week. Let's see what he has to say. See what Ross the Boss has to say. Merch video credit number 2.
Hey, Outliers. I can't believe with all these merch credits out there, you guys are sucking them up. But
well said.
Anyway, I'm going to. Although I'm going to start by saying, Chris, I want you to buy April and Cheryl a coffee with my merch credit this time. I don't want the merch credit. I want them to have a cup of coffee.
That sounds good. April and Cheryl handle all of our customer service, and they are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic.
Hey, one of the things with OVTLYR that has amazed me and that I put to good use is the screener, and it identifies so many stocks for me that I never would have heard of or followed. And along those lines, I can do that research when I have time at my convenience, and OVTLYR allows me to play golf. And in the morning before I tee off, I see what I may or may not need to do. I'll check in once for 10 seconds at a tee somewhere on the golf course. And if I have to do anything, I'll do it right before the close. And it's given me the freedom to play golf and enjoy my semi-retirement. And so thank you again, OVTLYR. And I encourage all these other OVTLYRs, man, get those merch credits.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Thanks, boss. Thanks for sending that in. Everybody say thanks to boss. Thanks to our all of our mutual boss, Michael Ross, the boss. That was great. Thanks, dude. We got one more. Is that okay if we share that from Steven? Everybody knows Steven in our Discord. One of our most active OVTLYRs. Let's see what Steven says.
My big win with OVTLYR is a global one. I began several months ago with no knowledge whatsoever of how to trade or options, and I now can buy options, sell them for a profit, and continue to do so, hopefully for the rest of my life. For that, I thank Chris Ewell, the OVTLYR program, the OVTLYR community, and I look forward to a long membership and a long life. Thanks again.
I love it. Thanks, Steven. Really appreciate you, dude. So listen, we are actively encouraging you to send in video testimonials. We want to hear from you. This is a huge deal for us. We'll give you a $10 merch credit just for sending this in. And then you can use that in the shop for anything. So speaking of anything, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away 2 giveaways for this group here. There are 21, mostly gentlemen. 92% of our audience is gentlemen. 21 on the list over here. And let me go to random.org real quick. Random.org. Let's go from 1 to 21. But don't worry, if you are watching live and you put hashtag OVTLYR in the chat, and do it again just in case. just in case. Oh, that's right. We got to say thanks, Steven. Thanks, Steven. Really appreciate you. Do it again just in case. Put hashtag outlier in the chat in case the system didn't pick you up. Go ahead and do it again. Let's go to random.org. We're going to go give away some merch from 1 to 21. We're going to give away 2 pieces of merch, whatever you want. Number 1 is Senior Wahoo Art. Bro, you have everything already. I'm going to put anything you want here. Anything you want. Anything you want. Art was one of our Bravo students. And for Bravo students and Alpha students, they get anything they want. Charlie class will be coming at some point once we get through all these interviews that we're working on for our Champion Trader series. You're definitely going to want to go watch that. Congratulations to you, Art. Let's see what's next. Who's the next winner? Number 8. And you cannot win Lucy. Lucy is not winnable. I saw Lucy yesterday. She needs a haircut. She was super duper cute. Kevin B. Kevin B gets anything you want. Anything you want. Now, for our winners, in order to claim your prize, you need to email in to April and Cheryl, support@outlier.com. They'll verify that you actually are Kevin B, or you actually are Art, or you actually are one of the winners from here in just a moment, and make sure that you get whatever you want. Let's see who the first person is. Let's see who our first winner is over here. So congratulations to Art. Congratulations to Kevin. Let's see who else we get to say congratulations to. Chris in Wisconsin. Let's go. Chris in Wisconsin. Good to see you, dude. I love seeing faces. That makes me happy, being able to see names and faces together. Chris in Wisconsin gets whatever he wants. Whatever he wants in the store. All right, so let's go take a look and see what Chris in Wisconsin might want. Chris, what do you want, dude? What do you want, my friend? Maybe you want some 10-20-50 merch like I'm wearing right here. 10-20-50 shirt. Hey, that's right. Congratulations to you, Chris. Maybe you can get a nice shirt like this. And even if you're a big and tall guy, we got you covered big and tall sizes. Let's see. Anything you want, my friend. You know what? Don't worry about it right now. Just email in to April and Cheryl. No pressure to tell us what you want on the spot right now. Since we're not doing it the same as we normally do, give you some time to check out the merch shop. That way you can tell us what you want. All right, let's see who the next winner is. Who's the next winner today? Who's the next winner today? Anything you want in the shop. Mahesh is not going to be happy with me. Woofda. Wait a minute. You went not long ago and you explained that's the sound of like missing the golf ball, right? Bro, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Yeah, Joe was here last time you won. How do you keep winning? Did you rig the system? I trusted you. Again, for all of our winners, make sure you send in an email to support@outlier.com to claim your prizes. All right, let's see who the final one over here. Let's see. Choking on myself over here. Let's see who the final winner is. Final winner is Bear's Daddy. Hey, that kind of looks like Lucy. Bear's Daddy. Congratulations, Bear's Daddy. Is that Bear's? Either way, Bear's Daddy gets anything he wants from the store. Congratulations to Chris in Wisconsin, Woofda, and Bear's Daddy. Now, let's be 100% honest. What we're talking about here. Not anything else you might have seen on the entirety of the internet. The only thing you're allowed to win is if you go to Browse All and it shows up in the Browse All. Those are the things that you can win. Okay, nothing else. Nothing else.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
There you go. You don't win nothing. You win nothing but what's in the merch store. Congratulations to everyone. Hey, listen, thank you so much. I hope that this was useful. I really hope that you don't own SoFi. And if you do, I've been warning y'all for ages. I hope this was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. Everybody coming and hanging out today. I will see you back here on Monday. Again, be sure that you like and hype the video from now on. This is my thing. This is only available on replays and in the first 7 days of the video. So like I say, I've been looking at our analytics and I see the like and hype feature when it gets clicked really makes a difference. So I am going to be pushing that. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend.